The bad news. There is a tempter loose in the world. We see this Genesis 3:1. We saw this last time. This devil, this Satan, this Lucifer hates God and all that is of God, which includes all of humanity. And he wanted to bring about the separation and banishment that he himself suffered. He wanted to bring that about in the rest of creation because of man. Bad news. The serpent lures us into desiring what we cannot have. One of Lucifer's 5 vows to himself in Isaiah 14:14 is, I will be like the Most High. What did he tell Eve? For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, that your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods. Sound familiar? That's what Lucifer wanted. You can be your own God. You can be like the Most High. You can be like God without God. We see in verse 22, Lucifer's mission was accomplished. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. His mode of operation has never changed. When we disobey God, we act as our own gods, thinking we know what's best. The crazy thing is, here is that Mr. and Mrs. Adam were already God's image bearers. Another crazy thing is, according to Genesis 1:26, the first parents had dominion over all creation, which would include the serpent. Bad news. The devil uses our own desires to entice and draw us away, Genesis 3:6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit and did eat, and gave also to her husband with her, and he did eat. Genesis 2:9 tells us that all of the fruit in the garden was pleasant to the eyes and good for food. Satan's worm on the hook here, the cheese in the mousetrap, was the tree desired to make one wise. He drew what she wanted out of her. She wanted to be like God. Even though she was already like God, as she was created in his image, she wanted to be like God in and of herself. She wanted to be able to choose good and evil for herself, instead of listening to the commandments of the Lord. This was what was drawn out of her, and the devil used it to entice her to disobey God. It is the same with us. James 1:4, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Satan wants people in general to disobey God, as it will keep them from the unsaved from getting saved, and the Christian he wants to disobey as well. In fact, Satan's biggest lie is to deny the importance of obedience to the Lord.